The Curse of Strahd is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. My name's Dave, your humble dungeon master here at the Superior Adventurers Guild, and I am super excited to delve back into the Valley of Barovia with my friends, the folks that we've been playing. Boy, this is our 48th session, which is crazy. We've been playing this game for a while, and we're still stuck in Barovia, so we still have some work to do. But before we get into it, I would like to introduce you to the players. Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hello, how's it going?
It's
Good.
going great.
Hi.
Hi. We're gonna do an introduction, and I asked everybody to give, if they can, a little synopsis of how their character ended up in Barovia. So let's go ahead and start with Shannon.
You know how sharp my memory is. Hi, I'm Mara Brightwood, 8th level light domain cleric, and she ended up in Barovia with Marsden, RIP, and we were sent there by the Von Richten Society for Paranormal Research to bring a message to Esmeralda, which has been delivered, and yeah, still stuck here. Can't get out. And that's where I'm at.
Thank you. Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Andy. I'm playing Corben Brindel, an 8th level Oath of Vengeance Paladin. Corben came into Barovia. He was kind of a wandering adventurer. One night he decided to stay in a tavern, and he heard of this place in the valley called Argenvostholt, home of an order of knights of the Silver Dragon, and he was pretty convinced that they could help him out on his quest. And so he got a map from a traveler he met there, where he heard about these guys, and followed the map, and pretty soon he ended up running into Mara, Marsden, and Stanley.
Nice.
Not too exciting, I guess, but
It's a pretty good backstory. I like it.
Yeah, the rest of his backstory is more exciting than that.
Ooh, well, we can delve into that next time, maybe. We can do a deep dive into everybody's backstory. That'll be fun. Speaking of backstories, Bjorn, Ben, how are you?
Pretty good. So I play Bjorn. He is a 7th level barbarian. He's a mountain dwarf. What brought him into Barovia was basically looking for adventure. He was looking for a challenge, a great enemy to defeat. That way, the halls from his homeland would sing about his glory story. So he's basically looking for a challenge and something mighty to make him a legend.
Well, you found it, my friend. You have found it.
Yeah, let's just hope we survive it.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, guys. That was great. It's nice to sort of take a moment and remember who we're playing and where they came from. I appreciate that very much. So before we jump into the session, let's do a quick recap of what happened last session. The party had sought refuge in the stone guard tower of Solenka Pass. There was a winter storm raging outside and a small fire burning inside. Mara, Corben, Bjorn, and Casimir, the dusk elf that they have with them, all warmed themselves through the night. The next morning, they approached a long stone bridge with the wind howling like wolves through the Luna River gorge below. Setting foot on the bridge, Bjorn noticed a black-cloaked rider on a charcoal-colored horse standing guard at the middle of the bridge. As they approached the figure, they recognized it as Strahd von Zarovich. Bjorn charged forward and swung his axe, swiping through his enemy with a killing blow, but the apparition simply disintegrated into ash and blew away. Maybe a warning. Heading east, the weather turned dire. Heavy snow began to fall, making their progress along the narrow cliff edge slow and treacherous. They continued to traverse the mountainside, hearing a crack and a rumble above them as chunks of snow and rock crashed down on the path in front of them. Bjorn grabbed the reins of their horse and pulled it forward, trying to evade the avalanche. Mara was caught up in the momentum of the rumbling snowpack. Corben reached out to help her, using his athletic ability to push through the wall of snow in an attempt to save her. And in a last-ditch effort, Casimir cast Fly and swooped in to pull Mara from the wall of snow. They survived the avalanche, and they found themselves in the midst of a massive blizzard. The cold began to close in on them, posing a true survival challenge. Luckily, Mara spotted a small cave, and they took shelter within. With the fire started, the party made a makeshift camp inside the entrance to what turned out to be a bit of a larger cavern. And like you do in Dungeons and Dragons, the party decided to do some exploration, running into a pair of massive wolf-like creatures asleep inside an expansive chamber. They formulated a plan to surprise the wolves, but the creatures woke as they approached. Casimir launched a fireball into the opening, doing massive damage to the wolves, but burnt and injured, they attacked. Mara responded with her own fireball, and the wounded wolves retreated deeper into the cave. Safe for the moment, the party regrouped and set up a watch in case of the creature's return. During this watch, Bjorn was enticed deeper into the cave by the sound of humanoid moaning coming from within. As he crept forward, 3 specters appeared before him, emerging from the bones that were frozen into the walls of this cavern. And Bjorn backtracked and alerted the party, but the specters did not give chase. Again, the party moved to the cave opening and set up a watch. Late in the night, Corben on his watch detected the approach of more wolves from the darkness. One wolf opened its mouth and exhaled this blast of frigid wind, which Corben was able to partially evade. And as Corben retreated, Bjorn stepped forward and threw 2 javelins into the beast, killing it. More wolves moved forward, one attacked. A second pulled the dead wolf back into the darkness. Mara moved forward and blasted the wolf with 3 blasts of her scorching ray. Casimir launched magic missiles. Corben swung with the sun sword, empowering his attacks with holy smite. Finally, Bjorn stepped forward and cleaved the creature in half. With the current threat eliminated, or at least deterred, the party debated further spelunking adventures. Bjorn, hacked off fresh wolf meat, roasting over the fire during the discussion, and they continued their watchful rest. And this is where we ended the last session. You are not quite done with your long rest, but you are nearing the end of it. I think it is still, it would be Corben and I believe Mara on watch, if I remember correctly. I believe. And that's where we are. Ba-ba-ba.
Okay.
So what would you guys like to do? As I mentioned, you're not quite done with the full long rest yet.
Are you going to put us up on the map here so we can take a look?
Yes, I can certainly do that.
So I thought I was done with my long rest, or I mean, done with my watch, I should say.
Maybe it's Casimir and Corben then. That works for me.
Yeah, I think it was Casimir.
Yeah, I think it was too.
All right, well, let's do that then.
Sorry, I just got booted out of Roll20 somehow. Okay.
So you can see where you are, Corben, kind of posted up at that corner. Mara probably posted up at the entrance to the cave to the left of the screen.
Okay.
So as simple as, is there anything that you want to do, or do you just want to finish out your long rest?
I guess finish out the rest, but do I get a rest after this point?
You know, actually, because of the combat that you encountered in the middle of the night, you will probably not get the benefits of a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to stay for an additional 4 hours probably in this cave.
Okay.
In order to do that, because you guys, that's right, you guys were woken in the middle of the night and got into that fight with those wolves.
Yeah.
What is the weather like right now?
you look outside and it is still windy and snowy and cold. It looks a lot like when you went to sleep, or when you got to the cave. It looks very similar.
So travel is probably not ideal at this moment anyway.
Right.
I'd like to could I be taking a short rest while I'm on watch? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can definitely get a short rest for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys at this point you have a short rest. If you want to use hit dice, you can do that. If you have any features that recharge on a short rest,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you do, but you can do that. But yeah, you would probably need to stick around to like midday resting in order to get the full benefits of the long rest. What are you guys thinking?
Sorry, I was just doing my hit dice.
Bjorn and I can't see where they are. They're down at the other end of the corridor, the tunnel, by where the wolves have come in.
Yeah, if I was done with my rest, I would probably be close.
Say that again.
If I was finished my rest, I would probably be, or during my rest, I would probably be over by the fire. So I think Mara and I did the first watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'll probably just head over to and just tend to the horse and just kind of relax and just try to get some sleep.
Okay.
And I'm assuming I'm still sleeping.
You could be if you're sacked out, that's fine. Casimir is up and probably cooking some of the wolf meat for a meal at this point. Corben, you're on watch down at the end of the corridor, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm just staying here.
Okay. So you guys are you going to try to brave the weather outside, or are you going to are you going to hold out more?
I'm sorry, did you say it was still storming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should stay put, take a
Yeah,
long rest, and just see if it goes away after a while, or get a rest in and just go into the cave more.
Right. I guess we need to decide if we're going to stay here and explore this cave or leave and keep moving.
Well, I'm assuming I'm sleeping.
Well,
I'm gonna sleep until somebody wakes me up. So because we were exhausted when we came in, and then we were interrupted in the middle. Well, you were interrupted in the middle of the night. So I'm going to assume that I'm still sleeping, and
Okay.
will continue to do so until somebody get up, because I'm out. There we had a battle, we had an avalanche, we had it's been cold, and it's finally, we're finally in a place that's relatively warm. We've got a fire, we've got food, we've got the horse in there keeping things at least, not utterly freezing cold. And so I'm just assuming that I'm sleeping, and will remain so until somebody pokes me with something and tells me to get up.
Okay. So Mara is sleeping. You guys, are you just going to hang out by the fire and try to finish a long rest? I guess that's the question at hand. It would take you till about the middle of the day.
oh, for everybody?
Everybody will get a long rest in about 4 hours. So about, if it's 7 or 8 in the morning, let's say, in Barovian time, it's about noon, midday.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then you'd be fully rested at that point.
I would be in for that because I could get some spells back.
Okay. So, Casimir just keeps feeding the fire sticks and twigs and whatever wood you have to keep it going, with some wolf meat being roasted. Let's see, Bjorn, roll a d20 for me. Okay.
13.
Yep, you guys are able to get a full rest. And it is now middle of the day, and you can see that looking outside the cave, which you've been kind of watching, pretty much all day. If you've been awake, you've been kind of poking your head out to see what the weather's doing. It does appear as though it's almost starting to clear up. You can see that the snow is not drifting as much. The wind has died down a little bit. It's still cold and windy, but there's been a noticeable change.
Well, what are you guys wanting to do? I wouldn't be opposed to going deeper into this cave and just checking it out, or do you guys want to just take off and be on?
Casimir looks over at you and says, "Let's wake Mara, make sure that she's aware of what we're doing." And so he'll nudge you, Mara, and wake you up.
Oh, wow. I was out, guys. What time is it? What's going on?
It's midday.
Wow. I was out. No
The
more
good
wolf
news. Yes, the good news is that the weather seems to have taken a turn and might even be clearing up slightly if we wait just a bit longer.
Awesome. Let's go.
Mara, would you rather leave here than explore further into this cave?
I don't know why I'd want to stir up a hornet's nest of trouble when we've got a hornet's nest of trouble down the road that we're going to have to be ready for. That's just my 2 cents, but I'm outvoted.
Right. Bjorn, when you went around that corner, there was like more enemies down that way, right?
There's just moaning and some specters. There wasn't a whole lot. I didn't see a whole lot besides that.
So what would be your reason for further exploration?
Finding out why the specters are still here. Typically, is like if something's sticking around and maybe they have like unfinished business, or maybe there's some type of secret that's in this cave. And to be 100% honest with you, there was some wolves, and I don't want them sneaking up on us either.
Yeah, I guess you have a point there. Corben, what do you think?
It's tough to say. I mean, the wolves definitely did come back to try to get us last night. I can't imagine they'll give up, especially if there's, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't really want to go in there and, get pulled into something big on our way somewhere. It's hard to say.
My only thought is strategically, it makes more sense to go after them now than going out there. This is their territory, so they know it better than us, and especially with the snow, it's going to be harder to track them. Where right now these tunnels are pretty narrow, so it's easier to create a defensive maneuver.
Casimir, do you want to weigh in on this?
I could be persuaded either way. I think the arguments have logic on both ends of the spectrum. We put ourselves at risk, yes, by going deeper into this cavern when our mission lies ahead of us with the Amber Temple. However, as Bjorn says, strategically, the wolves, taking them here after they've been wounded, could be beneficial. However, we don't know what lies deeper into this cavern. Could be more than just wolves.
Yeah.
Do you want to put it to vote? Then if we're tied, we could flip a coin.
Seems fair to me.
As you wish.
Corben, your vote?
That's the question, isn't it? I say if the storm has stopped, I don't know if it's worth the risk. I think we should get going.
All right, Mara.
You're very persuasive about handling them here. I keep wondering if we can't potentially have some allies here if we handle things right. Although we did eat one of them for dinner last night, so maybe maybe that's no longer an option. Yeah, you know what? I think you might be right to see about handling them here instead of being on that skinny mountain pass out in the wind and the snow and having to handle them both watching from above and in front and behind. I think you make a good point.
So is your vote to travel in?
Yeah,
Or no?
you've convinced me.
All right. Well, that's 2 of us going in. What's your vote? Look over to you. I'm gonna say
Casimir.
Casimir. Yep.
Lead the way.
All
All
right.
right. It's decided.
All right, so the decision has been made to delve deeper into the cavern. So let's do this. Let's have everybody roll initiative. And make sure that you've updated your hit points and all that after the long rest, of
Yep.
course. All right, let me get Mara in here. Okay. Casimir sort of gestures to you, kind of giving you the right of way, Bjorn. And what we'll do is we'll move in 30-foot increments through the cavern system, and we'll just go in initiative order, just so we can. I don't want to just race through all the little areas. It'll be more interesting to take it at a initiative pace. So Bjorn, why don't you go ahead first, and you can move up to 60 feet if you use your action to move.
All right. So 5, 10. All right. So I'll dash.
Whatever your double movement is, I guess. Dwarves are different.
Yep. So I'll dash up to here.
Okay.
Oh wait, I got 70 feet. Forgot. This is a fast dwarf.
Yeah, he is. All right, Corben.
All right.
You
I'll
follow.
travel. Yeah.
Okay. And Mara as well. And Casimir will come to. I'm just going to move him generally up to where you guys are. It's about his movement. All right. Bjorn, you get back to this corner, and as you turn the corner, you can survey. You have dark vision, which is helpful, and you can see this open chamber where the 2 wolves were. You can also see along this far wall here where some of the ice has been melted from the fireballs that were blasted into this space. And there's rubble and kind of snow drifts inside here. And as you turn the corner, you get that same familiar smell of beast, as if animals had been holed up in here, sleeping, and essentially a den, if you will, for these wolves. And if you want to go ahead and keep going, you certainly can do that.
Keep moving up this way. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
And that's where I'll stop and kind of rally up with the rest of my team.
All right. Everybody else can move up to that point. And Mara, you've got a torch, it looks like, that you're carrying with you.
I've cast light again on my shield.
Okay, got it. Perfect.
I should have said that. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's good. Good to know. All right, Bjorn, this is where you advanced to previously. This is about as far as you had gotten. And you remember looking into this chamber beyond. It narrows down a little bit, and the ceiling is lower. It's probably about 10-foot tall ceiling now, instead of the large 20 or so feet of that last chamber. And there are bones and bodies, some very decayed skeletal remains, some with leathery bits of flesh still hanging from the skeleton, but they're essentially frozen like into the wall of the cavern as you walk in here. All of this sort of blue, rocky looking stuff is ice, and you can see that there's these bodies here, and you just peer ahead into the darkness, and you can see that this whole cavern is littered with bodies, and the same intense odor of beast emanating from this area.
This is where these specters came out, so I think we should start moving stealthily from here on out. Then I'll turn back and start moving up, so I'll try to move stealthily.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Super
Oh, that was a
stealthy.
survival roll, but
Oh, oops. It's a little different.
Exactly.
nice. All right.
All right, so here's...
So you're gonna be moving. When you move with stealth, you're moving at half speed. Remember.
All right, so there's 5. All right, so I'm gonna move up to right here.
Okay, Corben, what's your play here?
I'm not so hot at the stealth, but I'll give it a shot. And
Do you have heavy armor that makes it disadvantageous?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage then.
And I'll only be able to move 30 feet if I take the dash.
If you use your movement, you'll be able to move. Yeah, you'll be able to move 30 total because you're at half movement. So if you're using your action as double movement divided by 2 is regular movement.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Mara, as Corben walks past you, kind of slips on the ice at his feet. Kind of falls down, but you get back up and you make your 30 feet of movement, but it's a little bit loud.
Obviously.
Casimir just kind of gives you a look like, ooh. He doesn't shush you, though. That would be rude. Mara, how about you? Are you going to stealth?
I am, but I failed to tell you that I prepared 2 different spells. Is it too late to tell you that?
No,
I have
that's fine.
because one of them I want to cast on myself right now, and that's Death Ward.
Okay. Yeah.
So I want to. I don't want banishment. I want to have Death Ward as the
Yeah, that's
option.
fine. You can do that at the beginning of every this long rest, so that's totally
Yeah. Okay. So I'm casting Death Ward on myself, and then I am going to move forward regular, since those guys have already made a bunch of noise already. They don't.
Okay.
If they don't know we're coming. If they don't know we're coming already, I don't think anything I do is going to make any difference. So I'm just going to follow behind.
Okay. All right. Let me do this. As you step into this chamber, Bjorn, you hear this moaning. And Corben, you hear it right over your shoulder, your left shoulder, and you look at the wall and you see this sort of ethereal figure, like almost emerging from the ice along the wall. Let me get a I'm going to get these guys into the initiative order here. Oh, not bad. So, Bjorn, it's your turn in the order.
Yeah, Bjorn's gonna instantly rage, seeing these guys come up, and charge at this guy right here.
Okay.
5, 10, and
Bones and icy bones crunching and breaking beneath your feet as you approach.
yeah, that's normally how I approach. Oh, not. All right. So I'm gonna go in and just swing my great sword, two-handed, since I haven't been sneaking up with the shield.
Okay.
There he goes. Oh, not 20.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And
big deal.
it's that +2 greatsword, isn't it? From Vladimir Horngard.
Yep. So it's magical.
It sure is. Yeah, the rest of you watch as the dwarf races forward with an angry look on his face and swings through this specter and cleaves it, and it just evaporates into nothingness.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna keep charging. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and swing at this guy for a second attack.
Okay.
9 to hit.
That one misses. Your blade swings through it, but doesn't have the same effect. It just kind of wipes right through it, and it just kind of reaches out at you. No. Is that the end of your turn, Bjorn?
Third attack when he says no. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's it.
All right. That brings us to the Specters. The one that you just attempted to attack is going to... let's see. It's going to reach out and touch you on the face. Natural 1. It's going to totally miss you. It's like it's not even looking at you. It just kind of reaches out past you.
Trying to pick my nose, and it hooked me in the eye instead.
The one next to you, Corben, is going to try to grab you. Wow. The exact same roll?
Yeah, the exact same roll. Wow.
Okay. That's crazy. Yep. They both miss. Corben, this thing right next to you just appears and tries to grab you, and you're like, wow, you step out of the way as you turn to look at it, and it misses you, just barely misses you.
I'm going to swipe at it with the sun sword.
That was crazy. 2 exact same rolls.
Oh, disadvantage was still on.
So
that's
24 hits?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you cut through it, and it's almost as if the sun sword burns it and just looks at you with these hollow eyes and this open mouth that just goes into nothingness. It does not disappear, though.
Oh, okay. I'll use my extra attack.
Okay.
The same thing. Let me just... Ooh, 12. Probably doesn't hit.
The attack is successful.
Ooh, nice. For an additional 18.
Yes, that does it. You cut through it a second time. You swing around with the momentum from your first attack, and as you cut through it, it just and disappears.
All right. So with my movement, I'll move just my full movement.
Okay.
To try to get up and help Bjorn.
All right, Mara.
Okay, I'm gonna move up in here as well. know how far I can go here.
If you're moving at normal speed, you can move up to your full movement, which I think is 30.
Okay, so that put me about there. And you said that there's bodies frozen in this
All
ice?
inside this chamber, yeah, there's these ice walls, and there's bodies that look like they've just been frozen in the side of it, and then there's bones frozen and broken all over the ground as well.
All right, I'm going to touch one of the bodies that's in here.
Mm-hmm.
It frozen in the wall, and I'm going to cast Remove Curse.
Okay.
I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Because they just kind of seem to keep popping up, and I'm thinking that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So.
So you reach out and you touch the skull of one of the bodies that's frozen in the wall, and you cast Remove Curse. You concentrate your divine energy of the Morning Lord, channeling that radiant energy, and you cast your spell, and nothing apparent happens that you can immediately see.
Okay. All right.
Is there anything else you want to do, Mara?
No, that's it. That's
All right,
all I want to
so
do. Because I
Casimir's
wanted.
gonna...
I was expecting. I wanted to see if a whole bunch of these specters were going to like just all of a sudden appear, and I thought I wanted to preempt that situation if I could.
Sure, absolutely. Casimir's gonna move forward to join you. And then he's gonna use his action to dash in a little bit farther. Kind of close that up a little bit and get against the wall. That brings us back to the top of the order, Bjorn. Now you can see there's the specter is in front of you. You can also see that there are sort of two different hallways. One leading, continuing on deeper, and then one that heads to the south.
Yep. I'm going to attack this guy with my greatsword. So swing at him.
Nice.
Yep, that hits.
For
16. He's still trying to reach out at you with both hands now. And
right.
He's still up. He's still up.
All right, second attack.
Nice.
Yep.
Another 12 damage.
Yes, as you cut through it, like the other one, he just almost disappears immediately.
All right, I'm going to take a movement action to start heading south. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I'll end my turn.
Okay. As you move down this hallway, Bjorn, another one of these specters pops up from another pile of dead bodies in front of you and moves towards you. Moves right up to you like that. Just with a sad look on its face, just reaching out for you. And it's going to try to touch you with an 18. I don't think that hits, does it?
No. AC without shield on right now is 21.
Yep, you duck out of the way. That brings us to Corben.
Right, I'll use my movement here. Wow, that's a little tunnel there. Let's see. I'll move up to try to. I can't I can't attack through Bjorn, right? That doesn't.
You cannot be in the same spot. You can't stop in the same space as him. You can move through an ally, but you can't move through an enemy. So you would not be able to get up to within melee distance with like a handheld weapon.
Okay, I'll stay right here and take the dodge action.
All right, good idea. Very smart. All right, Mara, brings us back to you. Are you muted, or can I just not hear you? Oh, you weren't.
I'm muted. I'm muted, but I wasn't saying anything anyway.
Oh, got it. All right, so you're gonna move up.
Yeah, I'm moving up. Just kind of behind Corben here. I think that's as far as I can go. And I'm sensing these are very sad specters. They're sad. They don't seem like they're angry and attacking. They seem like they're sad and attacking. You said they have a sad look on their face and they're reaching out. So I don't know.
They're just misunderstood, you know?
No, I want to let them know that we don't want to hurt them, so please don't hurt us. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say it. I'm not within striking. I'm not striking distance of anybody, so I'm just going to say it. It's echoey, I imagine, because it's icy, so I don't need to use thaumaturgy, I don't believe. So I'm just saying, we are not here to hurt you. Please go back to your slumber. We're not here to hurt you. We just want safe passage. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Do you want to roll a persuasion check?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's a really good idea.
It's pretty persuading. Pretty persuasive. All right. Casimir is going to move forward as well, but he's going to go kind of this over here to just ensure that basically he's kind of like looking down this corridor. He's looking back at you, trying to determine sort of what's going on. He says that corridor is very narrow. The one that Corben and Bjorn are going down. That will be his turn. He'll take the dodge action as well. Bjorn, back to you.
Yeah, I'll swing at this guy with my greatsword.
Okay. Yep, that'll hit.
Still standing?
12 damage. Yes, he is.
All right, I'll swing again. Another
Nice.
13.
Nice. Damn, you're rolling like a champion.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I'm just,
Yeah, with that second swing, it's tight quarters, but you're able to get some maneuver. You're small, and you cut through it, and it just evaporates.
All right, I'll move down another 35 feet. And as a reaction, I say, "Oh shit!"
Nice. All right.
That doesn't sound good.
That brings us to Corben.
Okay, I will go. Let's see. And I'm going to use the dash and catch up to Bjorn. And I'm going to say, "There's more wolves."
Yeah, and actually that wolf should have gone before you.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
I think I had 5 feet left. I can't remember. I think I'm here. I want to go here.
Before you do that, if you could go back to where you were.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because I was gonna I was gonna have this wolf go on the Specter's turn. Bjorn, as you come around that corner and you say, "Oh shit," this wolf is going to lunge at you, and it jumps towards you.
All right.
And it is going to shoot out a blast of freezing wind from its mouth. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
+5
Well, no, you're not there yet. This is happening before
Oh.
you get there.
before my. Oh, so I'm way at the top of the tunnel still.
Correct.
Okay.
You successfully save, so you take half damage. You take, what is it, 4d8. So half of 14. I don't know. I don't think, are you raging? I don't think you are. Maybe you are, though.
Yeah, I think he was.
You're muted. Are you raging? Hello?
Yep. Sorry. Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I
Oh, okay,
raged at the
so-
first Spectre and I've been either
Got it.
attacking or attacked.
So yeah, so half of 14 and then whatever your rage. I know you have that crazy bear totem thing going on.
So half of 14 total, then that's what, or 14 damage to me, then.
It's a total of 14, but you take half of that because you made the save, so 7.
All right.
And then whatever, I don't know what the bear totem gives you, I can't remember.
Yep. Half damage, so.
So you take
4
3.
damage. All right.
Yep, so 3 cold damage, and then I need to roll a d6. Okay. And the Spectre didn't go either, so the Spectre is going to try to reach out and touch you as well. I kind of screwed up that turn. That's okay. I basically need to roll a natural 20 to even hit you. 19.
Yeah, that misses.
I don't think they can hit him.
Wow.
All right.
tank.
All right. Now, Corben, you can go.
Okay.
Yeah, you are a super tank. It's pretty awesome.
1, 2, 6. I could catch up to you, but I can't attack.
Do you have any ranged?
I mean, it would, because of, I already have a sword drawn, so.
Just
Sure.
Just throw the sun sword at him.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold here and take the dodge action.
Okay. Smart. Mara, I think the dodge action doesn't get used enough. So kudos to you for using it. All right, Mara, you're up.
All right, they're in trouble, so gotta go. Of course, I can't see a gosh darn thing till I get my light up here. Yeah, we're really in here, aren't we? That makes me nervous. There's not really a whole heck of a lot I can do either. Can I see around him as to what's going on in front of Corben?
Yeah, you can basically whatever is illuminated from your token you can see at this point.
All right, let's see. I got to move my token anyway. Hold on a second. I got to get it in front of me first of all. All right. I'm going to turn undead.
Nice. And what is the challenge rating on destroy again? Is it half CR? 1/2?
I'm checking because it's been a while since I've cast this. Hold on a second. Where's my? Hold on a second here. There we go. That's what
What level are you? You guys are level 8? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's destroyed. Bjorn, right next to you, you just watch this thing as it just cries out in pain and disappears. So it was a CR1 creature, so it's automatically
Yeah.
destroyed.
Right. That's.
Oh wait,
that's
no. Hold on. It gets to roll a saving throw. My bad. I was getting a little excited about your ability there. Let me quick roll a saving throw before I go that far. Is it wisdom? Yes,
Yeah.
wisdom. There we go. 13.
Nope.
Okay, it is indeed destroyed.
Nice.
Yeah, that's sweet. All right. Anything else from Mara, the cleric?
That's all I can do in this tight space at the moment. I'm afraid, so I'm gonna hang out, and I'm kind of keeping an eye over my shoulder because I'm afraid something's gonna come up behind me. So right. I'm watching that away as well.
Okay. It brings us to Casimir, and he is going to follow behind you, and he is going to take the dodge action. All right, Bjorn.
I'm just gonna swing my battle axe at this wolf right next to me.
Okay.
Or sorry, great sword. 23.
Wow. Yeah, that'll hit.
So 13 damage.
Wow.
And I'll swing again at it. 19.
19 will also hit for 11 more damage.
Yep.
2 big swings of the greatsword, a sword that's almost as big as you are. Thing just howls at you, barks. Anything else, Bjorn?
Yeah, I'll just use a reaction to bark back at it, the same, and just smile.
Okay. All right. As you bark, you hear coming from deeper inside this area, and you hear the tick-tack of claws on stone. And around the corner comes this crazy-looking creature.
Yeah.
I actually have
what is
this
that?
right here. I don't know if you can see that. You know what? I have to go like this.
There he goes. Just popped up.
Yeah.
So it's like a.
So it's like this. It's this wolf creature that has this crazy, like almost a scorpion stinger on its tail. And it is going to make some attacks at you. First, it's going to bite at you. I think. Bite. Roll 20. Bite. Hello?
There it is. Wow, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah. We're going to go with the first one because it didn't respond. A 12 misses. And then it is going to stinger you with its tail. It's going to tries to bite you. You duck out of the way. Or actually, it's going to have advantage, but it would have been a 13, so that wouldn't have worked. Now it's going to tail stinger you with advantage because you are flanked. And it's going to miss you with its stinger. You lucky son of a gun. Let's see. And then the other wolf is going to try to bite you. 15's not going to do it. All right. So the dwarf is just ducking and dipping out of the way as these two creatures are biting at him. Corben, you watch this and you're just like, oh shit.
All right, I'm going to run up and help him. And attack this one.
Okay.
With the sun sword. Is this creature undead?
You wouldn't know, but
Okay.
for you wouldn't know.
For the okay. Would my sword know it's undead? If it's undead.
Probably not.
Okay. So
You can turn if you want to turn that on. Go ahead, and I'll just make the decision of whether or not it applies.
okay.
I mean, ultimately, no, it's not undead, but you know,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's the hard thing because it's like I get extra dice if it's undead, but I guess you roll
Yeah.
that after. I don't know. Okay.
Well, no, you can just turn it on and just if you're not sure, just keep it on, and I'll make the decision of whether or not that extra damage actually means anything.
Okay.
But you've never seen anything like this before.
It would lump it into the fighting style, just so you know, because it's like
okay.
That's how it shows up.
Just keep it off, I guess, for now. But that's kind of weird. They should make it stand out. But no worries.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, 14.
14 misses.
Okay. I will use my extra attack.
Okay. That one hits.
And I will add a Divine Smite to that.
Okay.
There it is. Oh, minus that dueling style 2 at the top. So total of 18 damage.
18, got it. Nice. Very nice. It takes a massive blow from your second swing. Let me just check something here. All right, anything else?
No, that's going to do it for now.
As in your head, you hear brings us to Mara.
Okay, I'm going to come on up here, get as close as I can, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this sucker right here.
Okay, let me get a dexterity save. Seven's not gonna do it. So it takes 7 radiant damage as your flames just hail down from above. Anything else?
For the moment, no. I'm actually I should probably take that dodge action as well.
You already used your attack.
Think you can.
I used my action. I used my
your
action
already.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, go ahead. No, I'm good.
Casimir's gonna just kind of move up behind you guys. That's his action. He's gonna take the dodge. Bjorn.
All right, I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
There's gonna be an attack of opportunity on you as you sneak past. The bite attack. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So you take 13 piercing, and I need you to make a DC 14 strength save, please. Should be a piece of cake for a guy like you.
You think until I roll a 2.
Yep. So you're gonna go back to this location right here.
All right.
Actually, it'd probably be right here, given that you moved out of melee round. So you are prone.
All right.
Dave,
So
question when you're done.
Okay,
5,
give me a sec.
5, 10, 15.
So you've
So
moved
half
5, 10, 15. You have what, 20 feet of movement left? Or no, how much movement do you have?
35. So I should have
So
15.
you have 20.
20. So I'll
Yep.
use half to stand up.
So that's
5
half
feet
of your total movement to stand up, not half of what you have left.
Yep. Would that be
Yep.
15 or would that be round up? Because I have 35 total.
I'm gonna round up.
All right. So I'll stand up, then I'll attack then.
Okay.
The great sword to this monstrosity.
That is going to miss.
All right. I'll swing again.
Nice.
That one will hit.
All right. Then I'll end my turn.
That's 10 points of damage. All right. Brings us to the wolves.
Dave, quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
This wolf down here,
Yep.
on this side, is he within melee range of me?
Yes.
So I have Sentinel, so I
Okay.
should be able to give him an attack for attacking Bjorn.
You get a reaction, yes.
A reaction, sorry. Ooh, probably doesn't hit.
Yep, that one misses.
All right.
All right. So first things first, this guy's going to move right there. Turns to you, Corben, as you swung and missed it. Your sword bashing into the ice and sending fragments of ice shattering across this hallway. It is going to.
And I'm going to throw up a warding flare here.
Okay. You throw up a warding flare, and he is going to use his cold breath. So it's going to fire right down this corridor that you guys are all standing in. And it is
15 feet.
15 feet. So it's going to hit everybody. Is going to need to make a dexterity saving throw DC 12.
Okay, plus
E as well.
Not Bjorn, sorry. Just everybody that's in this stacked up in this hallway.
Got it.
okay, so everybody gets a +5 to that because of my aura, or
Perfect.
you two do, not me.
And I'm sorry. Which did you say? D12.
Dexterity.
I need everybody to
saving
make a
throw.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
So
okay.
Corben, Mara, and Casimir are all going to make a dex save with a +5 bonus. So 15 you save, Mara. Corben definitely saves. And let's get... Oops. Casimir. What was it, a dex save? Yeah.
Yeah.
19. So everybody saves, so you only take half damage of 4d8.
Did you? Was the attack at disadvantage, Dave, because of the warding flare?
It wasn't an attack roll. So warding flares
Oh, okay.
only count when it's an attack roll.
All right.
So and you didn't know what the wolf was gonna do, so
Yeah.
it was logical for her to throw up a warding flare, but it has no
Yeah.
effect. So everybody takes 9 points of cold damage,
Okay.
including good old Casimir. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then I need to roll a d6 real quick. All right. That is that wolf. The other wolf is going to look at Bjorn and attempt to bite you. There we go. very difficult to hit. Does not have advantage anymore, so 10 misses. And then this tail stinger comes sweeping forward. 16 misses.
Difficult to hit, and if you do, it's half damage.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right, Corben, you're up.
Okay. Let me just see something real quick. Okay. I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And move out of this area down to here.
All right, perfect.
So that's
my your bonus action.
Bonus action. And then I'd like to start attacking the wolf.
All right. That'll hit.
Let me just check one thing.
I just like making animal noises, I think.
All right, and I'll use my extra attack.
All right. Yes, that will hit as well.
And I'm going to use a smite on that one.
Okay. Smite, smite, smite.
Ooh, 11 radiant.
Wow, that's huge. It's still up, but it's looking pretty haggard. All right, anything else?
I used a smite earlier too, didn't I? Against that ghost?
You did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to take it off my spell slots. Okay. No, that's it.
All right, Mara, back to you.
Okay, I think it's time to pull out my Scorching Ray, and I am going to use Blessed Strikes on it. So I've got that.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if I only get one of those or if that is on all three of my Scorching Rays or not. I'm unclear about that.
So one thing to think about here is this applies when a creature takes damage from one of your cantrips. Scorching Ray is not a cantrip. Or a weapon attack. And Scorching Ray is not a weapon attack, it's a spell attack.
Okay, I didn't catch that. I read it really fast and I missed it. So
yeah, so I would hold on to that.
Then I'm going to hold on to that and just hit him with the Scorching Ray. And I'm going to hit this one once and this one twice.
Sounds good.
All right. And I'm going to hit that one that's...
What?
What? Wow. 2 natural 20s.
Wow. Is it 4 blasts or just 3?
No, it's just 3. I went a little crazy there.
Well, yeah. 2 natural 20s. Wow. Okay, well, first of all, this one is dead. The one on the right is now dead.
Nice.
Nicely done. This one takes a massive blast on the second one. The third one misses. So let me just jot that down. All right. Wow. Wow. Okay, that was awesome. 2 natural 20s in a row. I love it. Anything else, Mara?
No, that's it.
All right, Casimir. He kind of just says over your shoulder, "Nice shots." And then he is going to...
Yeah, you would just stay there, Mara.
Yep,
he's gonna push past you and move past you here, and he is going to fire magic missiles at the one on the left that's still alive. They all hit for 7 damage. You watch as these 4 missiles fly out of his hand, smashing into this creature. Brings us to Bjorn.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna move 5, 10. Does that give me flanking on him?
It does. Yeah, you start to walk down. So those are stairs that go down into a chamber, and just sort of glancing in with your dark vision, you can see that there's a pile of bones up in this area, and actually like it looks like a tiled room on the flooring.
All right, kind of unusual. I'm gonna greatsword this creature.
Okay.
15?
That hits. 15 hits.
For 13 damage, and I'll
Okay.
swing again for another 12 damage.
Wow. Yep. Very nice. 2 big hits.
All in my turn.
Okay. That creature is going to, let's see. Let me just take a quick peek. It is going to, it's going to try to sting you again. You're doing the most damage, Bjorn, as the tank. It's going to try to sting you with its tail stinger. 18 is not going to hit, and then it's going to try to bite you. I mean, I basically have to roll like a natural 20 to hit you. Nope, misses both times. You just keep bashing it away with the sword. Corben.
Okay, I'll move up and help Bjorn. Attack that guy.
So,
Ooh, 12.
12 is going to miss.
All right. Try that again. Extra attack. 14.
Miss.
Damn.
Misses. Both times it just dips out of your way.
Okay. That's all I got for now.
All right, Mara, back to you. Oh, you're muted.
All right, I've got Casimir in front of me here, and so I'm going to hit with Sacred Flame again, but I am going to use a Blessed Strike on that.
Okay.
So,
Perfect. I'm going to roll a dex save. Fails. So 7 radiant, and then what's the blessed strikes again? You get an additional 1d8.
Yeah.
Or is that already embedded in there? No, it's not.
I don't. No, it's not.
Ooh.
So a total of 8 damage. Okay. Casimir is going to move into the room. And he is going to... He's going to hit it with a firebolt. Hits it with a fire... Wow, 15 damage. Okay. This thing is looking pretty rough. Bjorn?
All right, I'm going to move up to flank him. Is that flanked? Yep.
Yes, it is.
Then swing my greatsword down on him.
That's going to hit.
15.
Yep. It's
All
kind of
right,
like
yeah.
staggering now as you hit it. It just kind of like bumps up against the wall, and it's just bleeding. This weird like yellowy blood that falls onto these stairs, and it's kind of dripping down the stairs.
All right, I'll swing at it one more time. Hopefully, connecting a fatal blow.
That hits, and it drops to one leg. but it doesn't go down.
Damn. Oh, all right, that'll be it.
I should take a screenshot of this for you, but I'm not gonna. All right.
You got like one health. Yeah.
It's probably got 1 point. or
Bjorn's
something.
getting pissed because he wants to take
it
down
has
a
one
animal.
one hit point.
So
It has 1 hit point.
aggravated.
Yep. It's gonna try to attack Corben with its tail stinger. 16.
16 misses.
And then it's going to try to bite you. Wow. Very ineffective, this animal. All right,
Misses.
Corben. Roll to,
All right, we're
roll
gonna-
to kill.
Gonna try to hit this one this time. Okay, here we go.
Nope.
14.
That one misses.
Wait, do I have advantage in this spot? Am I flanked
Mm-mm.
with anybody? Oh,
Nope.
who was Bjorn?
Certainly you
flanked
can
with?
hit it with your extra attack. Cassidy.
Okay. Oh, okay. There
Yeah,
we go.
Yes.
That does it. You knock it down. And you can just see out of this stinger like this drip of this some sort of a venom, and it just falls to the ground and lays in a heap of flesh.
Oh, that stinger would have been wicked.
It didn't hit a single time. It didn't hit a single time. That was
It
really
also
disappointing.
paralyzes you.
Is the venom affecting the stone or anything around it?
Roll an investigation check.
I would like to check this out over here. That looks like a little chest.
Yeah, we should go check this thing out.
It doesn't appear to be Mara. It appears to be pooling up on the stone below it and almost like freezing, starting to freeze.
Okay.
All right, what are you guys doing now?
I'd like to investigate this over here.
Yeah, I'd like to check out this room back here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and move
Are
into
we
the
out of
room if you'd
initiative?
like.
Can
We are,
I
yes.
move? Okay. I want to be able to move freely because I can't see a gosh darn thing right now.
There's some kind of throne here.
Yeah, I'm looking. Is this a chest right here?
Roll
like
an
it.
roll an investigation check. It's definitely a
17.
chest.
I'm
You
gonna-
look at it.
I'm gonna-
The chest.
I'm
The
gonna-
chest is covered. It's covered in ice. It's partially covered in snow, as you can see right here. This whole area in front of it looks to be like the bedding area of the wolves.
Right.
And there's broken bones that have been gnawed and snapped in half. There's a huge pile of humanoid bones right here, and there is a giant lock on this chest.
I'm gonna swing my axe down on it to break the lock.
All right, roll an attack roll for me.
You want to just? All right, I'll just use the greatsword then.
Okay.
Sorry. Advantage was still on my bed.
You swing it up over your head and come down on it, and as you hit the lock, the sword just kind of bounces off of it. Ping!
All right, I'll do a second attack on it. 20.
Frustrated, you raise the great axe up over your head and come slashing down with it, making contact perfectly on the lock, and it just smashes in half and falls to the ground.
All right, I'll pop it open.
Mara walks over, shining the light of her torch, and
wanna
you
see
look
what's going
inside
on here.
Bjorn, and there are 6 diamonds laying on a bed of furs. And there is a strange, almost like crystal of some kind.
Could I investigate the strange crystal and see if I might know what it is, being a dwarf?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an
Right.
investigation check.
All right.
It's not a gem. It doesn't appear to be a gem. The diamonds are rough cut diamonds, but they're large. The strange looking crystal is like, it almost looks as though it's a broken shard of some greater piece. It is amber in color.
Mm.
Ooh.
Well, hello.
What kind of, what are the furs? Are they like just super nice, high quality furs type of thing?
It's hard for you to tell with that investigation check. They just kind of look like furs. You're not sure if they're high quality.
I'll kind of hold up the gem and kind of show Mara since she's over here. I'm like, hey, what do you make of this? And I'll toss it to her, and I'll slide a hand the other 6 diamonds into my pocket.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Yeah, no problem. You slip the diamonds into your pocket without anybody else seeing. That was based against your passive perception, by the way, you guys. Yeah, so you don't see that happen.
This looks really interesting. It looks like something larger, and you notice the color is amber. I think it's something that maybe we should keep with us. Is there anything else, or was there anything else in the trunk? I'm looking at him.
Just looks like some furs, and they kind of hold them up.
Roll a deception check, Bjorn.
All right.
Now the question becomes, Mara, do you have any reason to want to roll an insight check against Bjorn? Or do you use your passive insight?
I think that I should. He's still kind of an unknown entity to me, and I also know that he may potentially be under the influence of this Sasha person. So even if he is honest, he might be under the influence at some level of this other being. This is going on in my head. So yeah, I want to see if he's. Okay. I want to try to figure out.
Sure. Roll an insight check. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be acting weird or anything like that.
Okay. Do you mind if I put this in my pack? Keep it safe.
Could I take a look at it real quick?
Oh no, sure. Come on over, take a peek.
Wasn't there something about Strahd's heart? Like something about... Am I totally off here? About like some heart stone or something like that? Remember the passage about something about Strahd's heart?
Is that in the tome?
Yeah, it's something that we read, and I'm just wondering if this is something, because this is just super unusual, and it looks like it's a piece of something.
Well, I was about to detect magic on it. As a ritual, I'd like to cast detect magic and see if I can find out some more about the amber stone thing.
Okay. Is that a ritual or is it just instantaneous for you?
There's no. It says one action.
Okay.
But I can cast it as a ritual.
So is that what you're gonna do, or are you gonna cast it as an action? So it'll take 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual.
Okay.
So you'll have to stay here for 10 minutes if you do that.
Is it okay if we take a minute to take a look at this thing?
Yeah, That's
Is that
fine.
okay with everybody?
I want to
Yeah,
peek
yeah.
over at the venom and kind of inject myself with it and see what happens.
Okay. So, Corben, you begin to work your ritual magic, and let's see, you're gonna stab yourself with the venom,
Yep.
Bjorn. Okay.
Why?
Let's see.
I want to see how potent it is. If we want to keep it and bring it.
Yeah,
over.
Roll a Constitution save for me.
All right.
It burns as you puncture it into your forearm muscle, and you feel like this burning sensation as it courses through the veins in your arm. It kind of moves up the side of your chest, but it dissipates as your dwarven constitution fights it off.
Right. Do I feel like it's pretty potent stuff? Like it would have really affected someone, or could I do like a
Roll a nature check. You get the sense that it's fairly potent. Yeah.
All right. I'll try to harvest some.
All right.
I have a water skin I'd like to put it in. There's enough snow out here, so I'll just empty out my water skin.
Okay. And you're gonna try to how much you're gonna try? It's gonna take you a while to fill up a water skin. You're not gonna be able to do that unless you stay here for quite a while.
Just kind of scooping up as much as I can while Corben's finishing up his ritual. Then,
All right.
Is there anything else that's...
Roll a medicine check real quick.
All right.
Okay. Roll a d4. Nice. All right. So you essentially are able to harvest 2 doses of this poison. You think, you're not 100% sure, but for all intents and purposes, you got 2 doses.
All right.
I want to investigate this throne and see if there's anything written on it. And I also I'm going to pick up one of these furs because I know it's going to be cold outside and I'm probably going to want to lay on it tonight. So I'm going to roll one of those up and kind of roll it up with my bedroll and stick it in there so that I have one.
Okay.
But I want to investigate this.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Not so hot.
It is a large, oversized, larger than like for you to sit in it would almost be like sitting in it like a little kid sitting in an adult's chair. It's large, and it is ice cold to the touch. It has very few markings on it. It's very plain, and that's about all you gather from it. It's a big, cold chair.
Hey, Corben, come over here and take a look at this. I'm trying to figure out if those things that attacked us were what live here alone, or if they are the pet of something larger that sits in this chair. Do you see something that I'm not seeing?
Can I check that out while I'm doing my ritual?
No.
Yeah. I think I can take a look at it after I finish this. I have to concentrate on this for 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Casimir.
Okay.
Come take a look at this. You've been down this road, kind of, sort of, before. Can you take a look?
He's probably better at an investigation than I am, anyway.
He steps over to look at it. I can give him an investigation roll. It's just a straight intelligence check for him. He's like, I don't see anything that would lead me to believe one way or the other if there's something that would be coming back. my guess, if I had to guess, would be that this is a cavern that was inhabited perhaps by the mountain folk that live in these areas. Perhaps they were all killed by these monstrous beasts that we just ended. There are many bodies in the corner over here. Come look. And he kind of walks back over, and there's just a pile of bodies, most of them long picked over with the flesh being pulled off of them and the bones snapped, the marrow sucked out.
Do the skeletons look like they would come from a person large enough to sit in that chair?
You can roll another investigation check to investigate the bodies if you want. Maybe. They're so disarticulated from each other. You get the sense that they're larger framed individuals than you are. Than like any of you are, certainly bigger than Bjorn. But they seem to be kind of on the large size, yes.
Okay.
That's about all you get. Corben, you finish up your ritual and you have the shard kind of sitting in front of you. And as you finish the ritual and you gain this sort of arcane vision, and you look at it and it glows in front of you, but it glows with this dark, black, hateful aura of necrotic energy, this necromantic essence to it that just gives you a chill up your spine, the vile evilness of this shard.
Okay, I'm going to pass that on to everybody out loud.
I'll take it off your hands.
I can dispel magic on it, maybe.
Well, I don't know if we should wrap it up and keep it. Just don't touch it or, interact with it. I think would probably be best. I mean, do you think this thing might come in handy later on?
I really feel
we don't know what it is yet.
I really feel like there's a passage that Mara read about Strahd's heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if it's just like the stone, because this is an amber stone. I'm wondering if he has like...
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about, is maybe it's some section of the temple. Some piece of it or something.
Mara, do you think you could...
Or it has something to do with the temple.
Do you want to take a look at the tomb again to see if...
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do that. I'm looking right now. I'm trying to remember. What I'm trying to remember is if I left my pack back in the cavern deeper, if I have to go back and get it, or if I brought my pack with me. I
would say it's likely that you guys would have left some of your things behind at the campfire.
Yeah.
But not necessarily, but it seemed like that would be a likely decision to make.
That's right. But wait, I take that back. I stuck it inside my armor because I didn't want it to walk away.
Well, and you wouldn't leave that behind.
No,
Mara
I
would not leave that behind.
No, I would not.
But the rest of your gear, would it be kind of likely that you might leave the rest of your gear behind that you didn't need for this exploration? But yes, you basically tucked the Tome of Strahd like inside your armor and your vestments to keep it protected.
To be honest, I think it would be a good decision to do one more long rest here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
We could bring the horse further in, or we could go back to where we were before and just set up camp. Maybe go back to where the horse is at.
I agree. We should stay here one more, get another rest in.
Yeah, maybe the weather will improve a little bit.
Dave, I'm gonna walk over and cut a section of fur off of one of these, so I can wrap up this crystal and not touch it.
Easy enough to do. Yeah.
Detect
and you're
magic.
Gonna carry it. It's gonna go in your pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it for now, unless somebody else wants to carry it.
Well, you've got the sun sword, so I think it makes sense for you to
have it. detect magic lasts for 10 minutes. I'd like to like just look over the throne and over like the other things in the room
Sure.
just to see if anything else sticks out.
Yeah, nothing else emanates any sort of magical essence in this room other than the items that your friends have.
Okay. Is this a open hallway?
Roll an
Or is that a
investigation
wall?
check.
Okay.
Could I help him? 'Cause it kinda,
Nope, he already rolled, but if you want to look, you can roll as well.
all right. It does look like an opening. I was thinking about that a little bit ago too. Mara, what does this look like to you?
It looks
Yeah.
like a frozen wall.
Could I beat on it?
Sure.
All right. Just a normal attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You smash the greatsword against the wall, and ice chips away and flies back kind of in your face a little bit. It's a stone wall.
All right. Does it look like it's a door or anything, Mara?
Let me take a look.
Doesn't really look like anything. other than a
Cashmere.
stone wall.
Who else wants to?
Cashmere, bring the horse. I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, there was that other hallway. I don't know if we want to go down that hallway too, just to really make sure we've cleared this
Right.
place out.
Yeah,
I think
this
it.
just looks
Yeah, we should go.
unusual because there's like a breakup in the ice. I don't know if that's metagaming. I don't know if that's just something that wasn't there or if it's something indeed there. So
Well, I mean, parts of this room are man-made, like the floors.
It might just be that you guys suck at investigating.
yeah,
Yeah, my rolls have not been great, I have to say.
Well,
hey, Elf,
Bjorn's been
you wanna
making up
look at
for
this?
it. No, I'm good. Dwarf.
Elf. No, I'm good.
So you guys backtrack to the campfire in the horse
Yeah.
at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys,
Oh.
no problem. You make it back, and you have no further problems with any specters or any other wolf creatures or anything like that. You make it back to the campfire, which has burned itself out at this point. So Casimir starts getting that fired up again. And what we'll do is let's take a 10-minute break, bio break, and we'll come back here in just a few minutes and finish up with the rest of our adventure. How's that sound?
Sounds
good.
good.
All right, we'll see you in just a couple minutes, guys.
All right.
Bye. All right, we're back. Hi, guys. You cleared out this cavern system, and the storm has subsided. You've decided to take a long rest, so we will just kind of move forward a little bit. You guys have achieved a long rest as you hunkered down. It has been another 8 hours, and you look out of the cave entrance and you see that indeed while the wind is still howling around outside, the snowfall has subsided, and Casimir comes back reporting as such and wondering what you think you should do. It is probably close to evening, if not probably. Yeah, it's probably like nighttime. So my guess is that you'd probably stay till the next morning, right? Just to be reasonable. So we'll just move forward. It's the next morning. You've spent 2 nights now in this cavern system. You've had you're running low on wood at this point for the fire, but you have some cooked meats that you've been eating from the wolf carcass from that first wolf that you killed, and you're warm. You're fed. You've been able to melt snow for water. You're hydrated. You feel good. You have your spell slots back and your hit points back and all that good stuff. And you look out on the landscape ahead of you, and it is windy and blustery, and there is a significant amount of snow on the ground, but it is no longer snowing. You can see the mists and the clouds kind of racing past along this cliff that you have been traversing along. And the discussion now turns to, should we continue?
Well, guys, is it time?
I'm ready to go when you are.
Let's ride. Let's go.
All right. So you get all your gear together. You get the horse reattached to the cart. You find immediately upon doing so that the going is going to be slow and difficult because of the snowfall. There's probably about a foot of snow and drifting up to 2 feet in some areas. Mara, why don't you roll a d20 for me? And then just call out what you rolled.
20. Just kidding. 14.
Oh, 14. You got me excited there for a minute. Roll initiative. So you make decent time, although there are moments in the day's journey where you all have to work together to basically dig a track through the along the roadway because of the snow drifts, just to get the cart through. It's very difficult with the cart, and by the end of the day, you have grown very, very tired. You find yourself coming down. The elevation starts to gradually slope downward, and you round a bend. And again, with the snow drifting and the wind blowing, the road before you sort of disappears as it has been covered over in this sheet of snow. But you're also coming off of what was a cliff before. Now you're on more of a flattened out area, almost like a plateau. The road fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes you far enough to see up ahead the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside. A couple hundred yards forward, wind blowing, buffeting you across this plateau. There's a rock ledge before you, a couple hundred yards out, and on the side of this rock wall, you see this facade of a temple.
Casimir.
Yes, we are here.
Are we here?
We have arrived at the Ember Temple. We should get out of the wind and approach, but we should discuss before entering. Come, follow me. And he leads the way, trudging through the snow drifts, helping to pull the horse and the cart forward. And it becomes even more difficult as you try to make your way this last 200 to 300 yards to the front of this temple. But you do, and the day's light starts to fade, already obscured by the wind and the snow that blows around, and there's like these little snow sort of tornado devils that are flying past you, and it's cold and uncomfortable. But you get close enough, and you look up at this structure. Again, basically like the exterior facade of this beautifully built temple that is built right into this rock wall. The front of the structure is approximately 50 feet high, and there are 6 alcoves along its exterior, each of which contains a 20-foot tall statue. Each statue is carved from a single block of wood, block of amber, and depicts a faceless hooded figure, its hands pressed together in his gesture of prayer. Between the two most inner statues is a 20-foot tall archway. And I'm going to do this because I don't want to forget. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to show you generally what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that on the map. Probably not, huh? Can you guys see that?
I can't see it. All I can see is the old cavern we were in before.
Let's see here. Hold on a sec. Why can't I see it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me try this again. Now can you see it?
I can.
Yes, sorry. I was
Okay.
muted.
All
I
right.
can see it too.
Perfect. All right. So thanks to James RPG Art for this rendition. But this is what you approach in the mountainside as you come off of the cliff's face and approach to this. And you can kind of make out there's 6 amber statues along that lower level. And there's an arched doorway in between the 2 innermost. So there you go. What would you like to do?
I want to ask Casimir what he experienced the last time he was here. Casimir, what happened the last time you were here?
I have not myself entered. I have but kept watch to gather information about the power that this place holds. I told you once before, and this is after you're sort of, I'm assuming you've gotten out of the wind a little bit, and you are sort of taking shelter outside of the entrance, but with close enough where you're a little bit buffered from the wind. He says, I have told you the story of my sister Petrina. I still regret her fate and hoped that there might be some way that I could harness the power of this place to bring her back. But I never entered. I was always by myself and, quite frankly, afraid to go alone. But that is why I'm here with you now, to help you with your quest, but also I hope to find answers for my own.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I don't trust those statues.
Does anything live inside?
Live.
I guess that's a strong word.
Exist,
Yeah.
wander, haunt.
But you never went in.
I never went in.
You were
But
here with a party of people, though?
I know of this place. There are things of great evil that dwell over 2,000 years ago. A conventicle of wizards constructed this secret vault to imprison the vestiges of powerful entities that threaten to plunge the multiverse into chaos. Dark powers gathered to release the evils contained within the vault, and the mages fought to stop them. I've told you this story, yes?
Yep.
Over time, the wizards themselves were corrupted by the power that they sought to contain and to conceal. One of them, the one they call Exithanter, rose up against the order. He took the dark power upon himself to become something evil. It is said that he welcomes those who seek to study the dark powers within. And as I mentioned before, this is, as the story goes, how Strahd was able to reign over the land and beasts of Barovia by striking a deal with those evil entities that reside within. Now we must decide for ourselves and for the fate of Barovia. You must decide.
Well, who's ready to kill some monsters?
Yeah, I think we should proceed cautiously. Beware of traps.
Definitely stay together.
We could at least go investigate the entrance. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of mind games in here too, so we have to really be careful of that.
If it's as dangerous
Yeah.
as they say, I'll definitely make sure I don't let my anger get too far ahead of myself. We should definitely stick together in this one.
Yep. All right, I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
Okay.
Well, you guys ready? The I can't even say that.
Rhetorical?
Rhetorical question.
Well, we came all this way for a
I know.
reason, didn't we?
Yep.
All right, guys. I have plopped you onto a map. Let's make sure everybody can see it. Step 1. Can everybody see the map?
Yes, I'm getting my view centered here.
Okay.
Me too. Me too. Hang on a second. All right.
So you are outside of this facade. You can see where you
Okay.
have sort of taken up a sheltered location near one of these statues of these hooded figures created out of a solid piece of amber. Let's see here.
Do any of those figures appear to have an amber piece-sized chunk taken out of it?
Are you going to take time to investigate all 6 of them?
Yes.
It'll take a little bit of time.
Much time.
Okay. It'll probably take you 20 minutes, I would say, to just do a scan. But if you want to investigate like in depth, it might take you an hour.
Hey guys, do you think we should take the time to see if we should, if this chunk of amber that we've got in our possession belongs to any of these statues or has been chipped off of or fallen off of any of these statues?
Let's put it this way. I think we should check it on the way out if we survive.
Oh, wow. You've got a dark sense of humor, my friend.
I mean, if you survive.
It's hard to say if we should take that much time to.
I mean, you could do a quick scan. It just depends on how in depth you want to investigate. Like I mentioned, it could be 20 minutes or an hour, whatever. And the DC would be different for the check, depending on whether or not you're just scanning it or whether you're taking more time. So it's totally up to you if you want to do a quick scan, or take the time to do it.
I would help you do a quick scan if you want.
If we each take two or three, and we can scan it quick, we can probably get it done pretty quick.
Sure.
Right,
So, 2 of you go one way and 2 of you go the other way. How's that sound?
Yeah.
I'll
Casimir
go right.
will go left. Bjorn's gonna go right.
Yep.
Okay. Who's gonna Mara? Which way are you going?
I'll go with Casimir.
Okay. All right, Corben, go ahead and roll an investigation check with advantage, and then Mara and Bjorn, you can either both roll or one of you can roll with advantage. It's up to you.
I don't. Oh, I needed to find myself first. Okay, there I am. All right, and I'm sorry. We're doing what investigation?
Yeah,
Correct,
I'm not
Mundo.
very investigated.
Yeah, I'm not
Investigative.
either, but we'll do our best. And you said roll with advantage.
One of you,
Yep.
you can each roll, or one of you can roll with advantage. It's up to you. And Corben, you're going to roll with advantage.
You want to just each roll?
Yeah.
I got a 13.
Nice, Bjorn. You're like, I'm not super investigative, and he's just kind of kicking rocks.
I know.
Bjorn's not even really looking.
It's like,
And are you guys doing the 20-minute or the longer?
Just the
quick
20
or the
minute.
quick or the all right,
Just
you're
the
doing the
quick
quick one.
one, yeah.
Yep.
Quick,
All right.
just the quick.
Mara and Bjorn, you examined the 3 on the right side of the map, and you do not find anything that stands out as a broken piece of statue. All of the statues appear to be very similar from what you can tell. Not a great bit of investigation, unfortunately. Corben, you and Casimir basically find a very similar result. There are no statues that have any sort of missing fragments. And again, this is a very cursory search. One thing that you do see, Corben, is that there's an inscription that is carved into the frame above the front entrance to the temple that you glance at. It. What languages do you speak? You speak Elven, right?
Yeah, let's see. I got Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Oh, okay. So you see it and you can read it. It is in Elven.
Okay.
It says, "If you seek honor or power, turn back, for these walls hold naught but doom. In amber tombs below, the darkness shelters a timeless evil. This temple is infected with a scourge of malevolent divinity. Leave now, before our damnation becomes yours."
Would you mind printing that?
In addition to that, you also see over on the very far left side of the map over here that there is a natural fissure that appears to have opened up into the mountainside west of the temple's facade. There is a gap about 2 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and deep. And you see a glimmer of light coming from within.
Is that big enough to walk through?
No.
I can only see into there.
Walk through? No.
Okay. All right. Dave, would you mind putting that inscription into the chat or something? Would that be possible?
It would be.
And Dave, I'm assuming Casimir reads Elven, and I do too. Is this something that we see and read as well?
I imagine that
I'll point it out.
that he would point it out to the rest of you,
All right.
unless he wants to keep a secret like stolen diamonds.
Yeah.
So I just posted it in the chat for you.
Got it. Thank you.
Casimir sidles up next to you and just says that's a bit of a deterrent, I would say.
I want to know what we're not seeking honor or power. We're just seeking to destroy honor or power. I don't think that story's finished. They should tell us what we should expect.
Well, it's infected with a Scourge of a malevolent divinity.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think we knew that before we saw it above the door.
Well,
Nervous laughter, nervous laughter, nervous laughter.
Good point. Good point.
Well, there's no turning back now. I mean, there is, but
Yeah. Kind of pointless. We should probably just do it. How are we gonna enter this thing? Who's going first, second, third, fourth? What's our best?
I'll lead the way.
I'm going to tell him about that fissure I saw in the side of the temple.
Could we climb through it? Could a person fit through it at all?
It looked pretty narrow. I don't think we'd be able to squeeze through there with
all you really got out of it was like a flickering light that kept like kind of ricocheted off of that fissure, the fissure walls. It wasn't big enough to move through.
Did I get the impression that if I went and like took a closer look that I could like see in there?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I want to like
possibly
put my eye up to the crack and see what's in there.
It's possible.
Should we go investigate it, Mara?
Let's.
All right,
sure, I'll go with you too.
Let's
Why
take
not?
a closer look at that thing, and then we'll go in.
Each one investigate it.
Is anybody coming with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying, but I was trying to move the wrong person because I don't have it close enough up on my map. I couldn't find my little token.
You can't get any farther than where you are right now, Corben.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, that gives away a lot more than what you can probably see legitimately, because you can't. You're not going to be able to see all that.
Vision. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can really see a very narrow glimpse of what it's actually showing you.
Do I need to put light on my on my shield to be able to see in there?
You would probably have to use some sort of light. Yeah, you would have to. Exactly.
Can you add a little light there, because right now I can't see anything beyond where my token is. Right now it's all black.
So could we all peek in then and kind of investigate this, or how?
Yeah. I'll instead of just doing like everybody's gonna have to roll an investigation check until we actually get something. Why don't you can either roll one, two people can roll an investigation, or you can roll one with advantage.
Mara, how are you in investigation? You're better than the other rest of us, so why don't you roll with advantage?
Hey, don't move my rock around. That's my rock.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't. I was trying to figure out what it was.
That's my light rock.
Light rock. It's a light rock.
Yeah, it's
investigation.
A light rock.
Yeah, with advantage.
Advantage.
Nice.
Very good. You can see the faint glimmer of light, and you can hear the low drone of voices. You also look down, and you see in the snow, not leading into the fissure, but in that little carved out area that you're in, wolf tracks.
Like going into the fissure?
Just in that area, not necessarily going into the fissure. You can't really see it into the fissure very well.
Okay.
I was just thinking, too bad no one's a druid or a shapeshifter or something, because we could just squeeze through this track and never have to go anywhere.
If one of us could get little.
Yep.
But something I've heard of before, but I've never done it myself.
You got Misty Step though, didn't you? You like kind of teleported.
Yeah, I have Misty Step, but I don't know if I want to put myself in there with no backup, and no idea of what's in there.
What's the worst that could happen?
That's what
Just be completely stranded from you guys.
I'm totally fine with it. I mean, you're not putting myself in danger.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Back to the door.
What a guy.
Just kidding.
All right, so what are you guys going to do?
I think we'd be better off going.
Go through the front door.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep,
I'm
I'm
not
up
going
for
to
that.
misty step through there, so.
Hold on a second, guys. Let me think about something. Just give me a
Sure.
second to think about something.
Got dimension door.
Um,
I'm
sorry.
trying to figure out how Find Familiar works because I do have that.
Well, it's a ritual. You need to take some time to cast
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Which wouldn't be the.
yeah.
That would actually
It's
be pretty
it's-
useful. You could like raise a rat or something.
yeah. That's
to crawl through there.
that's exactly what I was thinking about. But you guys are talking, and I'm thinking about this here.
It is an hour to cast.
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of time. Let's roll.
Dave, I'd like to just go up to the crevice and
Mhm.
use my divine sense.
Okay.
So that would give me the ability to detect any
Undead.
celestial fiend or
Celestial
undead
fiend,
within 60 feet.
Okay. Let me just take a peek at the distance here.
So if I was like right up there.
You do not detect undead.
Okay. I'll just convey that to everybody. All right. Well, yeah. Why don't we try the door? If you don't want to take the time to do that, then we might as well just try the door. Maybe there's a way. Maybe this is just right inside the entrance.
As you
Well-
step out of that little alcove area, Casimir is standing there and he says, "Looks as though the storm has come back to us." And you look out back towards where you walked in from, and the blizzard seems to be bearing down on you again. The wind has picked up, and snow is starting to fall.
Well, it looks like the weather wants us to go in. Hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's get moving.
As you approach the entrance, you look down into it and you see icy steps that descend approximately 10 feet down into, quote, a time-ravaged hallway, quote, with arrow slits in the walls that you can make out. Beyond that, the hall lies in a vast sepulchral darkness.
Can you explain arrow slits? That means slits the shapes of arrows, or slits that were made by arrows, or
would
slits
be,
from, or
shooting
slits
arrows
from
through.
which arrows
Yeah.
should come.
Like a
Yeah, it'd be
castle
like
with a-
slits, like where someone could stand in a room beyond the
Okay.
slits and shoot arrows out of.
Okay, thank you. Right.
Yep,
That's
and there's two on either side of the. You can kind of see them right here. Oops. There we go. Right here. And right here.
I can't see anything
Oh yeah, because it's dark.
except
Anyway.
is this rock mine to move for my light?
Everything outside should be like pretty much well lit, but inside is darkness.
Okay, but I cast light on my shield so that I can see where I'm going in there.
Okay. And what does that give us? Let me update your token here. That gives you how much light? Is it 60, 40, 20?
Sorry. It is, let's see here. 20 foot bright and dim for another 20.
Okay.
All right, I'll step forward into it.
Okay, 1 second. That should help a little bit, Mara, hopefully.
Yes, it does. It helps quite a bit. Thank you.
Do we leave the horse out here?
Yeah, I
That would
don't
be
think we want to have.
certain death to leave it outside.
Maybe we could undo the horse and just bring it into this main hallway. Just get it
Right.
out of the
Yeah.
weather.
We get tied up in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the intention of just tying it up somewhere down in here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, lead the way, Bjorn.
So what's the marching order here?
I'll go first.
I can
I
go.
think
Sorry.
I should go somewhere in the middle because Casimir has dark vision, I think, to some degree. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Bjorn does. So I should be in the middle because I don't.
Yeah. Why don't you stay behind me and
Okay.
Casimir will take up the rear with the horse.
All right.
Very well. Okay. And how are you entering into here? Are you just waltzing in? Are you stealthing in? Are you rushing in?
I'm just gonna stealthily come up to the corner at least. We're bringing in a horse, so I'm sure that's gonna be kind of noisy.
Yeah.
Up to this point, but I'm just gonna
Sure.
move up to here to peek the corner.
Okay, go ahead and move up to that corner. I just want to
All right,
see what you can see. Okay.
Is this a door right here? Opening?
Everybody else, are you also moving up behind Bjorn?
Yeah, I thought I was waiting for you to give us permission to go.
Yeah. Go ahead and just move in order next behind him as you would.
Before I go in, I'm going to just say a prayer to Lathander to please look over us. And now I go down in here.
Okay. Yeah, you descend the stairs into the darkness. Some of you with dark vision. I think everybody has dark vision except for Mara. But Mara, you have the light spell. And how long does that last for?
It lasts an hour, and it's a cantrip, so I'm just going to keep
That makes
touching.
sense.
Yeah.
And you're casting on your shield, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you approach this corner, Bjorn and the rest of you, you find yourself overlooking a 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with a shattered railing that overlooks a vast open space before you, some of which is shrouded in darkness. Staircases that you can see, at least Bjorn can see at this point. Let me just double check that. Yep. There are staircases at each end of this balcony to the west and to the east that descend approximately 30 feet down onto the floor of a great hall. The vaulted ceiling above you is 30 feet, and the walls and the ceiling are covered in an amber glazed color. It kind of flickers and shines from the light given off by Mara's shield. There are, let's see, Bjorn, as you look to the west around the corner, you see a set of amber doors closed. There is a similar set of doors to the east that stand open.
Well, shit. I'll just walk up here a little bit more and just say this is a good enough spot, if any, to tie up the horse.
Casimir moves up and kind of hugs the wall here. He tries to tie the horse off as best he can, and it makes some noise and shuffles a bit. as he gets it squared away, you hear a booming voice in your head. Not a voice that you hear with your ears, but almost inside your brain. It says, "Why have you come here? You are not welcome. Turn back now, or you will fall to the fate of many who have come before you. Death and worse will be your guide."
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, that was a pleasant reading.
I guess they know we're here.
Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna keep moving forward, right? Really heeding the warning.
I'm going to turn to Casimir. What do you make of that?
We are in grave danger. And he just kind of nods. As I told you, we face vile evil in this place. You hear the voice again. If you have come to steal the secrets of this temple, be forewarned that your soul shall languish in the 9 levels of hell. You will die here. Turn back.
Well, definitely don't want to steal anything.
All right. Question is, door number 1 or door number 2?
Yeah, left, right, or forward.
We can't. Can we even go forward?
Yeah,
There were
stairs.
just 2. No, I meant the 2 sets of doors. There were only 2 sets of doors out of that great hall, correct?
There was a set of doors to the west that stand closed and a set of doors to
Right.
the east that are cracked open.
Right. So, gents,
I'll head towards the one that are open.
The other direction was the side with the fissure on it, the crack in
Yeah.
the wall.
that's what I was thinking about too.
All right. I'll
So-
go to the left. So I'll go up to the door
What the
and
heck?
put my ear against it.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
I'm having a technical difficulty here. There we go. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So I'll go to the closed doors and I'll put my ear against it to see if I could hear anything.
Roll a perception check.
$15.
You listen closely. The sounds of the wind outside having died down a bit. Although someone cued the subtle horror ambiance music in the meantime. Beyond the door, you hear the faint sound of voices, but you can't make out what they say.
I hear voices. You guys ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna get.
All right, I'm just gonna charge through.
Okay, hold on a minute. We've got 2 people like kind of lagging back here. Corben, come on.
Yeah, let's get together.
Casimir,
All right,
let's go.
I'll go in and tackle them just in case they're friendly. We don't know if they're
Well-
enemies, so I'll just I'll go in if you guys want to draw the blows, or
Should we try to do so quietly?
I think as soon as you open the door, they're gonna see us or hear us. So I feel like this is our element of surprise. So busting open a door right away and charging in there is gonna surprise them the most.
Okay.
Is there a skeleton keyhole? I guess that's on this door.
There is not.
All right. Well, are you guys ready?
I wonder what would happen if we knocked. And asked for permission to enter.
Yeah, I don't think this is a super friendly place, to be honest. They might be monks, but
I don't think we should draw attention to ourselves until we have more information.
Yeah.
That greeting wasn't very friendly.
No, it was not. All right, let's go.
As you start to move towards the door, you hear the voice in your head again. Why do you persist?
Can I answer the?
You will die.
We seek the light, not the darkness.
Oh, you're gonna respond?
Yep,
Yeah,
I just did.
How loud?
Just normal talking voice. It's in my head. It should be able to hear me.
But you say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what did you say? Sorry, say it again.
We seek the light, not the darkness.
You have come to the wrong place, Cleric. This is a place of vile darkness and nothing more. This is the place where you lose your soul to evil.
Do we all hear that, or just her in her head?
You all hear the voice in your head.
Do I recognize this as Strahd's voice?
She was.
It does not.
With him,
it does.
So.
Yeah. It does not sound like the same voice that you've heard in your head from Strahd before. This sounds very different. Very. It has a sense of like a gravelly tone to it that is almost hollow. Whereas Strahd's voice is sort of rich, and it kind of has this allure to it. This does not have that same kind of allure.
Okay.
You guys ready?
I think we're as ready as we're gonna get. I think.
Yeah.
All right. I'll turn the knob and try to open it and run in. If it's unlocked, and if it's not, if I feel that it's locked, I'm gonna try to ram the door.
So are you gonna try the door first?
I'm gonna try the door first. Yep.
Okay.
But immediately, if it's unlocked, I'm immediately gonna run in, type of thing.
Okay. You kind of give it just a gentle push. Do this for me. Roll a sleight of hand check. Because you're kind of testing the door. Okay. It feels as though there's something barring the door. Like it doesn't open with a little bit of your push on it.
All right. I'm going to rage and go through the door then. That was a spooky... I'm going to rage...
That was Bjorn screaming.
Shit my pants there for a second. I was like, drinking this 12% Imperial Stout all night. And I'm like,
that's why I like sound effects. Oh, that was fun. I was waiting. I was just waiting to do that. Oh, that made my night. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and bust through. Is what you're gonna try to do?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. roll an athletics check.
All right, so I am raging, so I'll have a advantage on strength checks. Would this be one of it?
This is a strength check. Athletics, yep, for sure.
Sorry, I had my thing all minimized here. Athletics. Wow.
1 and a 2.
That is. I
You
got it.
run up to the door and you bash into the door, and it resists your momentum, but it makes this loud that echoes through this grand hall. And you hear from the other side, you hear a wolf's howl.
I'll turn and look to you guys. Maybe we should leave this one closed.
Okay. Is there another opening down here? Is this?
The other door
There's
the
a
other
door right.
was open.
There's a door right next to Casimir here.
Oh, right here.
Yep, right along this wall. There's a door.
Can we take a look at that one? See if we can get in that one.
Yeah, absolutely. You can take a look at it. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay. Oops, I still had something on. Advantage, so it was a 10.
A 10. The door, you reach out to kind of see if the door's open. Is that what you want to see? Like if it will open? Yeah, you look at the door and it doesn't appear to be barred or broken. And you push on the door and it opens into a room. Let me go ahead and reveal that room if I can. Roll20 is being a little laggy here.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. There you guys are. All right, let's see if I can grab this freaking door. There it is. The door opens to reveal a dark room. You peer inside.
Yeah.
Casimir, I'll move out of the way so you can look inside. Yeah, you look inside and there are shattered bits of wood that cover the floor. I should mention this too because I didn't mention it before. The temperature inside this temple is ridiculously cold. It's colder than it was outside. The minute you guys walked in and got to this balcony area, it hit you and just chilled you to the core. You pulled your cloaks closer to keep yourself warm. It's just absolutely freezing. And I should also mention this. Mara and Casimir, you easily detect that this temple is infused with a miasma of evil and madness. And Mara, you in particular, you get the feeling that prolonged exposure to this place could break you, could break the mind of anyone, could turn your mind to madness. But you look inside this room and there's a bunch of wooden shards on the ground. There doesn't.
Okay, so
Perfect place
so
to take a long rest.
Okay, so if that is what I felt when I walked in the front door, I'm going to share that with my fellow travelers.
Yeah, you definitely did, and so would Casimir.
Yeah,
he's actually been sharing that pretty much since you guys started talking to him about this place. But yeah, it's palatable now. Like you understand where the evilness comes. Like you understand that vibe that this place gives.
Right.
So
and as you guys are investigating this room, the door that you attempted to break through swings open, and a wolf, a dire wolf, comes through, as well as 2 crazed looking fighters that are big. They're taller than all of you. They are dressed in animal skins, wolf hides. They are carrying great axes. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Rolling initiative.
Oh.
Jeez, Bjorn, it's like you can't roll anything but 20s.
I got advantage on initiative with my class.
It's pretty awesome.
Yep. I've rolled a 10, so.
All right. I'm going to change. I can't change that. All right. And I don't want. All right. I'm just going to use Herald. I don't know if you can see the name. It's the third person in the initiative is going to be the group initiative for them. They come out, axes held high, the wolf, and they look at you, and you look at them. Let's see. Do I have everybody's initiative in there?
Not Casimir.
I don't have Mara's either.
Yeah, I rolled it. It was a 4.
You didn't. Did you have your token selected?
Oh, sorry. Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Do you
What
want
is
me
it,
to
a
roll
4?
it? Yeah, it was
No,
a
I'll
4.
just add it.
Okay.
Making me do work here. All right, let's see.
Sorry
4?
about that, pal.
No, it's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right. You look at them. They look at you. The dire wolf is just kind of frothing at the mouth. Mara looks at you hungrily. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Ooh.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Cliffhanger.
You were just waiting to do that.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
I was waiting to do this.
Yeah. I had a pucker effect going on a little bit. I was like, what the hell is happening?
That's
The first
awesome.
day I actually turned up the music thing on it.
Oh, I didn't have it that loud, so.
Yeah. I was like turning it up. It's at 120%. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to find out what happens next time
Ooh.
on Curse of Strahd. Nice job, you guys. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a
You
good
finally made it to the Amber Temple, so that's cool.
Oh.
The place of your impending doom, apparently. You know, that's the way things go. Awesome. Well, thanks, you guys. That was super fun. I had a good time. Hopefully you did. And if anybody's watching this video in the future on the YouTubes and whatnot, please do those things that we always tell you to do. I can't remember what they are. Is it like, subscribe, and then what do you
Like
do?
and-
There's like
like
that
and
bell
subscribe.
thing.
Hit that
and
bell.
then smash that bell. Is that what they say?
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Do it. And then get ready because Warrior Brewing Company is going to be opening with some new brews beginning of May, right? There'll be some beer to drink.
Yep. So we're looking in probably June-ish at liquor stores. So
We're
Wow,
gonna
that's
we're gonna
great.
hit. Yep, we're gonna hit them up for a sponsorship for our Curse of Strahd game, so that we can get free beer. And I'm really excited. So we'll see what they say. I know a guy who knows a guy. But until then, thank you everyone for playing, and we'll see you guys next time. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.